How you doing, guys? Looks like it's a new thing we're doing out there. We're calling it cab chat. Well, it's early enough this morning that there's nobody walking by thinking I'm crazy out here talking to myself. Of course, I've got my large coffee to get me warmed up. And Scott, just a note, you may not have the corner market on these little trees. I actually found this one in the house. The kids must have got it from the dollar store or something, but hey, it don't light up. But there's my Christmas bling. Chevahaulic asked a question out there, what got you into this hobby? Well, what got me into this hobby, it's kind of about a necessity. I was about 14 when my dad passed away, so he was into cars, collected them quite a bit. Didn't really work on them much, but from what I understand, when he passed away, he had 7 cars in various storage containers and friends' houses and whatnot, but my mom didn't know where they were or how to access them, so that's just a lost thing. But it was my neighbor across the street. It was Dad's car that got left parked in the driveway. It was rotted, basically, and we weren't using it. I wanted it. I wanted something to drive, being a 16-year-old kid. And he more or less presented it to my mom. Well, let him fix it. Have him do the brakes. Have him learn how to do the body work. And then he'll have an appreciation for what he has. And I did that. He showed me how to do things. And my first paint job was rattle cans. Painted the whole car. This was a 75 Ford Meteor 4-door with a 400 Cleveland, I think they were, a big block motor. Not very powerful, but heck of a torquey motor. Rush dual exhaust on it. I had big old fat tires on it. I did the interior with fuzz or something. I don't know what the heck it was, but anyways, he's the one who inspired me. Gary McCangus across the street from us. He was a auto mechanic for 40 years. Got into shop teaching. He actually, when I got into high school, he was my shop teacher for a couple of years. Wasn't anything that man couldn't do. Built a 33 Ford 5-window coupe in his garage. Basically, the car hobby that got me going into it was out of necessity, out of being cheap. Too cheap to take the car or the truck or whatever it is into a garage to have it fixed. I knew a lot of guys in garages, so I would pick their brains. Act like a sponge. How do I do this? What's the easiest way to do that? And when I started doing my brake jobs at the time, I would do the brake job, and then there was a garage down the street from us that would say, bring it in, let me check how you did it, and he'd pull the wheels off, and he pointed out, if I didn't have the springs tight or if something was on backwards, and I learned from that. It was good to have somebody checking on me, basically, so I didn't hurt anybody. Throughout the years, I had all the little cars and Mustangs and hot rods, but the trucks got me going. I got my first Chevy pickup, was a 74 half-ton pickup. Got it for $1. Basically had to do the body. There was no floors like anything else. Completely rotted. Horrible body job on it, but I painted it white, so it looked pretty good going 60. From there on, it just to the point I am now. Older, married, couple of kids. Now it's just they sort of point and laugh at Dad's out in the garage again. Yep, falling asleep in his chair, working on his old truck. Well, I've had a lot of projects, and this is the one here that really I think is going to mean something to me, because to have something this old and to be able to tear it down to the last nut and bolt and put it all back together is quite an achievement for anyone. I feel it's an achievement for myself. I'm not looking for a show truck. I just want to have something that I can have fun with and drive, and that's how all my vehicles have been over the years. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight or the best paint job or the nicest wheels. It just had to be something I could drive and have fun with. But anyways, we're going to get some projects done this weekend, but that's my cab chat for this weekend. Don't think I'm going to see too many of these because, like everybody else, I am more comfortable behind the camera. Well, anyways, guys, some of us gotta get to work. See ya.